There comes a moment in every person's life when they begin to sense that they were created for more than what they are currently experiencing. A moment when the ordinary no longer satisfies, when survival is no longer enough, when comfort becomes too small, and when the inner voice that has been whispering for years begins to grow louder. That voice is the voice of purpose, calling you beyond the familiar, beyond the predictable, beyond the limitations others have placed on you, and into the life you were designed to live. Purpose is not a luxury, it is the essence of your existence. It is the why behind your breath, the meaning behind your gifts, the direction behind your desires. And the tragedy of life is not death, but spending years on this earth without ever discovering why you were born. Every person arrives in this world with a specific assignment. You did not come here empty. You did not come here as an accident. You did not come here as a random event. You came with potential, with gifts, with seeds of greatness that are waiting to be developed. Potential means you have not yet done what you are capable of doing. It means the future is still inside you, waiting to be released. It means your best work has not yet been seen. But potential also requires responsibility. It demands that you do not settle for a life beneath your destiny. It demands that you refuse to shrink to fit the expectations of people who do not understand the weight of what you carry. It demands that you develop what has been placed inside you. The greatest challenge you will ever face is not the world around you, but the world within you. It is not people, circumstances, or obstacles that stop a person. It is the conflict between who they are and who they think they are. Most people live according to the limits they place on themselves, not the limits placed on them by others. They imprison themselves with doubt, restrict themselves with fear, and sabotage themselves with excuses. But excuses are the enemy of destiny. Every excuse is a doorway to mediocrity. Every excuse is a chain around your potential. Every excuse is a betrayal of the greatness within you. You were not born to live a life full of excuses. You were born to live a life full of purpose. Purpose does not come to people who wait. It comes to people who seek. It comes to those who refuse to drift through life without direction. It comes to those who understand that every day is a gift and every moment is an opportunity to grow, evolve, and rise. The world does not respond to wishful thinking. It responds to those who know who they are and where they are going. Identity fuels purpose, and purpose fuels impact. When you know who you are, you stop negotiating with fear. When you know why you are here, you stop apologizing for your passion. When you know what you carry, you stop allowing the opinions of others to define the direction of your life. There is greatness hidden in you that you have not yet met. There are abilities you have not yet explored. There is strength you have not yet discovered. There is influence you have not yet exercised. But greatness is not revealed in comfort, it is revealed in movement, sacrifice, discipline, and action. You cannot discover your true capacity while staying inside the safety of what is familiar. Comfort zones are prisons disguised as peace. They keep you from discomfort, but they also keep you from destiny. The moment you step outside your comfort zone is the moment you step into possibility. Possibility belongs to the courageous. Life is always speaking, but it does not speak to the lazy. It speaks to the attentive, the intentional, the disciplined, the hungry. Purpose rewards those who pursue it. You cannot expect extraordinary results with an ordinary mindset. You cannot live a life of greatness while thinking like a victim. You cannot rise while holding on to beliefs that keep you low. Every transformation begins with the mind, because as you think, you become. If you want to change your life, change the way you think about yourself. You are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not your failures. You are not the labels others have placed on you. You are a vessel of untapped potential created with intention. Everything you have experienced, every struggle, every disappointment, every setback, has been a classroom preparing you for your assignment. Nothing was wasted. Your pain was not wasted. Your tears were not wasted. Your seasons of waiting were not wasted. They were shaping you, strengthening you, pruning you, making room for the person you are becoming. Purpose does not protect you from hardship. It gives the hardship meaning. It gives your suffering value. It teaches you resilience. It teaches you faith. It teaches you to rely on what is within you rather than what is around you. You must never confuse delay with denial. Just because your dreams have not manifested yet does not mean they never will. Purpose has perfect timing. It unfolds in seasons. Some seasons are for preparation, others are for development, and others are for manifestation. And you cannot skip the season of preparation. Too many people want the fruit without the roots. They want the spotlight without the sacrifice. They want the platform without the process. But process is not punishment. It is proof that something is being built inside you. When the foundation is deep, the structure can rise without fear of collapsing. There are people who will not understand your process because your process is not theirs. They will question your decisions because they cannot see the vision you see. They will doubt your path because they cannot feel what you feel. They may even discourage you because they are afraid of what your success will reveal about their own choices. But do not let their noise silence your purpose. Purpose is personal. You cannot borrow someone else's path, and they cannot borrow yours. You must walk your journey with conviction, confidence, and clarity, even if that means walking alone. You will only rise as high as the standards you set for your life. If your standards are low, your life will reflect it. If your standards are high, your life will rise to meet them. Purpose requires standards for your relationships, your discipline, your habits, your thinking, and your environment. You cannot surround yourself with people who are comfortable with mediocrity and expect to live a life of significance. You cannot feed your mind with negativity and expect to walk in confidence. You cannot waste your time and expect to manifest your potential. The quality of your life is shaped by the quality of your standards. Within you is a vision waiting to be manifested. That vision is your responsibility. No one can carry it for you. No one can nurture it for you. No one can birth it for you. It was given to you because only you possess the combination of gifts, experiences, personality, and perspective necessary to bring it to life. Vision demands discipline. It demands sacrifice. It demands that you make choices today that your future self will thank you for. The most powerful version of you is not created by accident. It is created by intention. You must also understand that potential becomes dangerous if it is never developed. Untapped potential becomes frustration. Unused talent becomes regret. Unpursued dreams become bitterness. There is nothing more painful than realizing you live beneath your abilities. That is why you must commit to growth. Growth is not an event, it is a lifestyle. It requires daily decisions. It requires consistency. It requires the courage to confront your weaknesses and the humility to learn from your failures. Growth stretches you, challenges you, and transforms you. Every day you wake up is another opportunity to take a step toward the life you were designed to live. It does not matter how small the step is, what matters is that you move. Purpose is attracted to movement. Doors open for those who walk, not for those who wait. The path may not always be clear, but clarity comes as you take action. Motion reveals direction. Progress reveals purpose. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Create the moment by moving in faith. You must realize that your life is bigger than your fears. Fear is a liar. It is a thief of dreams, a destroyer of confidence, a killer of purpose. Fear exaggerates the size of your obstacles and minimizes the size of your potential. But fear only has power when you give it permission. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision that purpose is more important than fear. When you move despite fear, fear loses its authority. Every courageous action weakens fear's influence over your life. The greatest pain in life is not failure but regret. Failure teaches you, strengthens you, and shapes you. Regret paralyzes you, drains you, and haunts you. Purpose requires that you choose failure over regret. It requires that you try, risk, attempt, pursue, and step out even when the outcome is uncertain. You will fail, yes. But failure is simply feedback. It is information. It is a sign that you tried, and every attempt brings you closer to success. Your life is a gift to the world. You are a solution to a problem. You are an answer to a need. You are a light in a dark place. The world is waiting for you to rise, not as someone else, but as yourself. You were not created to imitate. You were created to influence. You were not designed to blend in. You were designed to stand out. The world does not benefit from your silence, your fear, or your insecurity. It benefits from your purpose. Purpose is the key to fulfillment. Without it, life becomes a cycle of routines, responsibilities, and survival. With it, life becomes meaningful, powerful, and impactful. When you walk in purpose, you wake up with clarity. You face challenges with confidence. You endure difficulties with strength. You live with intention. You leave a legacy. This is the foundation upon which your greatest life will be built. You were born for a reason. You carry something precious. You are needed. And the moment you decide to pursue your purpose with courage, discipline, and clarity, everything in your life will begin to align. The moment you begin to honor the calling inside you, everything in your life shifts. You start to notice opportunities that were invisible before. You begin to attract people who appreciate your growth. You feel a new level of clarity rising within you, not because the world around you has changed, but because you have changed. When you shift internally, your external world responds. This is the power of purpose. It aligns your life with your truest self. It brings order to your thoughts, discipline to your actions, and meaning to your experiences. The more you walk in purpose, the more you understand that nothing in your life has been accidental. Everything served you, shaped you, and trained you for what you are becoming. You were not born to simply exist, you were born to function. And the function of a thing reveals its purpose. Birds fly because that is their nature. Fish swim because that is their design. Trees produce fruit because that is their assignment. Likewise, you were created with a specific function that only you can fulfill. When you find that function, life becomes meaningful. When you discover your assignment, decisions become clear. When you understand your purpose, Distractions lose their power. Purpose is the compass of life. Without it, you wander. With it, you rise. One of the greatest tests of purpose is isolation. There will be seasons where you feel like no one understands you, no one supports you, no one sees your potential, and no one believes in your vision. These seasons are not meant to break you. They are meant to strengthen you. Isolation is the place where deep clarity is born. It is where your spirit becomes anchored, your values become solid, and your identity becomes unshakable. You cannot lead others until you first learn to lead yourself. You cannot influence the world until you have conquered the battles within. Isolation purifies your ambitions and strengthens your connection to your calling. You must never underestimate the silent seasons. These are the seasons where people think nothing is happening, but everything is happening. These are the seasons where your roots grow deeper than your branches. If your roots are shallow, the smallest storm will uproot you. But when your roots are strong, even hurricanes cannot break you. Purpose grows in hidden places before it appears in public places. Development always comes before deployment. Preparation always comes before promotion. And patience is the bridge between the two. Every time you take a step toward your purpose, you separate yourself from what no longer belongs in your future. Growth naturally creates distance. Not because you are better than anyone, but because you are becoming a version of yourself that cannot survive in old environments. You cannot grow and stay the same. You cannot evolve and remain with people who fear change. You cannot walk into your future while holding on to relationships built for your past. Some people were only assigned to certain chapters of your life, not the entire story. You honor them by appreciating what they contributed, but you empower yourself by releasing them when the season ends. Your life cannot expand when your environment is small. Surround yourself with visionaries, with dreamers, with people who challenge your thinking and elevate your perspective. Surround yourself with those who feed your faith, not your fear, who nourish your purpose, not your insecurity. Your inner circle is a reflection of your identity. If you walk with the wise, you become wise. If you walk with the disciplined, you become disciplined. If you walk with the small-minded, your vision will shrink to survive among them. You must protect your environment because your environment influences your evolution. Purpose requires courage. Courage to stand alone, courage to say no, courage to begin again, courage to take risks, courage to confront what you have avoided for years, courage to embrace the unknown. And courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision that something greater than fear is calling you. Fear will always whisper reasons why you should stay where you are, but purpose will always whisper reasons why you cannot remain the same. Fear keeps you safe, purpose makes you significant. Fear limits you, purpose expands you. Fear minimizes your life, purpose maximizes it. You will never rise beyond the level of the battles you refuse to fight. Some battles are internal, some are emotional, some are spiritual, some are habits, some are mindsets, some are patterns passed down through generations. But every battle you confront weakens the chains that held your family captive for years. You are not fighting just for yourself. You are breaking patterns, breaking cycles, breaking limitations, breaking fears, breaking generational ceilings, so that those who come after you will not have to fight the same battles. Your purpose is bigger than you. It touches generations. One of the greatest tragedies in life is not death, but a life lived without purpose. A person without purpose goes through motions but never experiences meaning. They accumulate things but never feel fulfilled. They chase success but never experience peace. Purpose is the source of true fulfillment. You can achieve everything the world celebrates and still feel empty if it does not align with your assignment. But when you walk in purpose, even small achievements feel meaningful. Even challenges feel valuable. Even sacrifices feel worthwhile. Purpose turns ordinary days into significant days. Do not measure your life by the standards of society. Society celebrates possessions, but purpose celebrates contribution. Society values fame, but purpose values impact. Society celebrates competition, but purpose celebrates completion. You are not here to compare, you are here to complete an assignment. Your value is not determined by popularity, wealth, or recognition. Your value is determined by what you carry inside you, your gifts, your character, your wisdom, your compassion, your vision. These are the things that make your life significant. Purpose requires discipline. Discipline is the bridge between potential and power. Potential is what you could be, discipline is what you choose to be. Potential is theory, discipline is action. Potential is the seed, discipline is the water. Without discipline, potential dies unborn. Discipline forces you to do what needs to be done even when feelings disagree. Feelings change, purpose remains. When your discipline is stronger than your mood, your future becomes stronger than your past. You must train your mind to focus on what matters. Not everything deserves your attention. Not every opportunity deserves your energy. Not every invitation deserves your acceptance. When you know your purpose, you stop chasing everything and start choosing only what aligns with your assignment. The more focused you become, the more powerful you become. Your energy is precious. Your time is valuable. Your attention is a resource. Invest them wisely. There will be moments when the path feels unclear, when the vision feels blurry, when progress feels slow. But uncertainty is not a sign you are lost, it is a sign you are growing. Growth always feels unfamiliar because you have never been this version of yourself before. Do not quit because the journey feels uncomfortable. Discomfort is the birthplace of transformation. Every new level of purpose will require a new level of you. You must learn to celebrate small progress. Every step forward is proof that you are moving. Every act of discipline is a victory. Every decision to rise above fear is a breakthrough. Greatness is built one small decision at a time. Purpose is fulfilled one small step at a time. Consistency creates momentum, and momentum creates transformation. The most dangerous thing you can do is underestimate the power of small beginnings. Every great destiny started as a small idea in the heart of someone who refused to give up. Your purpose will not always be glamorous. Sometimes it will be hidden, unnoticed, uncelebrated, unappreciated. But significance is not measured by applause. It is measured by impact. Some of the most powerful work you will ever do will be done in silence, in private, in secret places where no one sees but your Creator. Do not let lack of recognition discourage you. Purpose is not about being seen, it is about being effective. The reward for obedience is fulfillment, not applause. There will be people who doubt you, criticize you, misunderstand you, or minimize you. Do not let their limitations become your ceiling. People can only see from their level, not yours. They judge what they see, but they cannot see what is inside you. They evaluate your present, but they cannot perceive your future. Their opinions are not your assignment. Your only responsibility is to be faithful to what you were created to do. You must understand that purpose is not discovered through comparison, but through connection. Connection to your Creator, connection to your gifts, connection to your passion, connection to your inner voice. Comparison kills purpose. When you compare your journey with someone else's, you insult the uniqueness of your design. You were not created to replicate someone else's life. You were created with a blueprint that exists nowhere else on earth. Your differences are not weaknesses, they are your assignment. You will face moments where you feel unqualified, unprepared, or incapable. But purpose does not wait for perfection, it works through progress. The greatest leaders were not perfect people, they were obedient people. They said yes even when they felt unworthy. They stepped forward even when they lacked confidence. They trusted the calling more than their insecurities. You do not need to feel ready, you need to be willing. The journey will develop you as you go. Purpose trains those who walk. Your dreams require faith. Faith is not blind, it sees what is invisible to ordinary sight. Faith is not weak, it is the most powerful force in the human spirit. Faith is not passive, it acts, moves, speaks, builds, and believes even when nothing seems possible. Faith is what pulls your future into your present. Faith turns obstacles into opportunities. Faith reminds you that what is inside you is greater than anything outside you. Every time you choose faith over fear, your spirit expands. Every time you choose purpose over comfort, your capacity increases. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, your destiny strengthens. These decisions are not small, they are transformational. They shape the person you are becoming. Purpose is not fulfilled in a day, it is fulfilled daily. Your life is not defined by past failures, but by future possibilities. Do not allow the wounds of yesterday to steal the potential of tomorrow. You are not bound to your history, you are responsible for your destiny. Every new day is a blank page, and you are the author. Write with intention, write with courage, write with vision. There are generations waiting for your obedience. There are people whose lives will be changed because you decided to rise. Your purpose is not just about you, it is about everyone connected to your assignment. When you grow, others grow. When you rise, others rise. When you shine, others find courage to shine. You are a chain breaker, a light bearer, a path creator. Now is the time to stop shrinking. Now is the time to stop doubting. Now is the time to stop hiding the greatness within you. The world needs what you carry. The world is waiting for your gift. The world is waiting for your leadership. The world is waiting for your voice. You were born to bring transformation, to bring change, to bring impact. Step into your purpose with strength. Walk into your destiny with confidence. Become everything you were created to be. You are not average. You are not ordinary. You are not insignificant. You are chosen. You are equipped. You are capable. You are powerful. You are becoming. And when you fully embrace your purpose, your life will no longer be defined by fear, by doubt, or by limitation. It will be defined by faith, by courage, by clarity, and by destiny. You were not born to live a small life. You were born to change the world around you. Rise now. Become now. Live now. Fulfill now.